Hold on. Let me take a sip. Don't yell at me.
Missy.
Please don't yell at me.
Where have you been? You know, the show is a morning show. Not a late morning. I feel like it at lunchtime.
Oh my God, we're starting. You were already yelling about today, not even the last month.
A whole month.
It was totally my fault, but it was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
The technology wasn't working, and then I went to Aruba, and Aruba was almost 2 weeks. Like, I left on a Sunday.
Tori starts working ridiculous jobs. Tori gets a boyfriend. Tori goes on vacation. Tori ditches us for a month.
It's not all those things are true. The boyfriend term is a little extreme.
I don't care what you call it. Whatever you kids are calling it these days.
No, I went to Aruba, and then that was almost 2 weeks, and then I came home for like literally
2 weeks in Aruba.
It was 10 days, and then by the time I came back, I got home on a Tuesday. It would have been left on a Sunday night, so that's a week of episodes. I couldn't figure out how to pack the gear because I was also carrying on my dive stuff. Then there was the following Monday as well. Flew home on Tuesday night, didn't get home. It was Halloween until 10 o'clock. And then I left Wednesday, and I was like, I could get up and do one episode, or I just get in the car and go back to New Hampshire. I was in New Hampshire for a week and a half, and now I'm home. I just got home.
I hear excuse.
She's just
and now
mad.
It's the holidays.
Yes, I know. She's just mad that I didn't bring my stuff for a remote episode.
Hell?
I'm sorry. I couldn't figure out how to pack it. I was tired of carrying all my shit around and living in a hotel. And I just was like, can I minimize slightly?
Did you at least have a nice, relaxing vacation where you just sat there a little bit and unplugged?
Yeah. Yes. Unplugged is the wrong word because I was running two businesses. So no, the unplugged part.
That's
no.
what I'm saying.
But Aruba itself is gorgeous.
Mm.
It's beautiful. Highly recommend. It was not my personal taste of vacation, but I'm glad I experienced it.
Yeah.
It was very cool. I will never have to go back to Aruba again because I think 10 days is too long and you can see the whole island, and it was great. And I'm glad I had something to do while I was there because the scuba dive certified part was the crux of the vacation. So that was great. If I didn't have that, I would have been bored out of my mind, but it was beautiful.
It seems to me that everyone in the 50 plus community of friends I have, that's where they spend their time.
The resort is stunning. We stayed at the Hilton in Aruba. It was beautiful. Highly recommend. Ended up being one of the best resorts on the island in Palm Beach. So that was complete luck. We just like Hilton Hotel. So that was where we ended up being.
Yep.
Highly recommend booking everything through another company, like a third party, like JetBlue. We booked everything through, which was amazing. When the flight was overfull and everybody was complaining about not being able to sit together, we had bumped up to even more seats and had a drink, and we're fine by our little window seats.
Peasants.
Yes. So that was really nice. Transportation was coordinated. The hotel was great. We had concierge if we wanted to do anything. So that was amazing. The diving was so cool.
Yeah. You really, didn't freak out?
No, I totally freaked out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But it's so anti intrinsic. There's it's not intuitive at all remotely.
Right. Your body just doesn't do that.
Yes. And we keep equating it to trying to figure out how to ski as an adult, which for us, we're like, oh yeah, whatever. You just figure it out. So when we're up against the diving community, it's yeah, you guys are fine, figure it out. And we're the whole time, it's that difference.
But learning to drive a stick as a grown up.
But it was very, very cool. We saw a lot of beautiful reefs. The fish were crazy. I saw sea turtles and octopus and rays that were burying in the sand, and schools and schools of fish. We saw planes that were sunk and completely, taken apart and all the pieces everywhere so you could dive around it. And then a big one we did was the Antilla, which is huge World War II German boat that was sunk.
Very neat.
Right literally on the island. 1939, 1940. And that was absolutely incredible to be 50 feet underwater and to be looking at this. So
we got the dive, a little bit of history, hanging out with Dad.
Yeah, lots of
sunshine.
Lots of hanging out with Dad. And what's so funny is that we are so the same. What's funny is as a kid, because I was always dancing and doing my own thing, I was probably the kid that got the least amount of FaceTime with my dad. And I am the kid that is the most like him. So it's just a show that it's so much of it is nature, not nurture. We both were at the same time, I don't feel like doing anything tonight. Dining in, room service, great. We just want to sit around and read our books at the same time. We He would be in the water, I'd be in the water. Like, we were both intuitively, like, into the same things at the same time.
That's good, though. It makes it comfortable.
I mean, how many 30-year-old women can share a hotel room with their father for 10 days? No problem.
I did read a study about how, your age bracket is leaving the home 10 years later than the regular person.
Well, forget the home. Like, we're sharing a room with like 2 double beds and there's like no
I still
problems.
think it's funny that you live together and then vacation together.
Yeah.
It's just like,
well, you know how we live together. We don't, it's like in passing.
Passing
like,
ships.
We're, especially now, because I've been running these 2 different businesses and one in New Hampshire and obviously the store here. Like, we both sleep in hotels half the time. Now I have like someplace else I'm kind of staying sometimes while I'm here on the Cape. So
is that the boyfriend?
Oh my God, stop using that term. I'm going to get in so much trouble.
He's a boy you're spending time with.
If he hears you, honest to God, if he hears you use that term, I'm going to be kicked to the curb.
What are you allowed to call? Like, why? Why is that?
I don't know. Yeah.
Why does a label thing matter?
Well, it doesn't, which is why we don't talk about it.
It's exhausting.
Can't you just let me be happy?
I would be tired being in here. Like, this makes me tired.
Can you just be happy for me?
I'm very happy.
And whatever it is.
Yes. Whatever that is.
Whatever it is. It doesn't
the human that you're spending time with.
But you have to stop calling him boyfriend, because I will get murdered.
Human thing you spend moments with.
I'll go over to make dinner and he'll be like, I heard you call me boyfriend on the podcast. Get out.
No, she didn't call you boyfriend. I did. Yeah, I labeled it. Me. It's me. The realist.
It is a good like point of reference. I will say that. Like, forget like titling the relationship on the inside. Like, there is no like reference. Like, if I'm having a conversation being like, oh, me and my friend, like, you're not my friend, but like, you're not, you know what I mean? So it's a good title.
What is a good term? Have you asked ChatGPT what you're allowed to call each other?
No, I'm terrified of AI. I don't open it. I don't use it. I literally haven't experimented with it. It scares the shit out of me. I swear to God. That's a real thing.
Oh, I'm curious. I just want to know. What is another name for that?
And like, you could be like, oh, my situationship, but like, A, I'm not like trying to out that. And B, it's not that. It's not a situationship. It is not a situationship. So like,
no, it's just a regular situation.
No, it's a relationship. I just refuse to like drop that term because it's scary.
Okay.
Just, you know who's not afraid to drop that term at all? Do you know who's not afraid for the labels? Who's not afraid of the labels? The only thing I really want to talk about on this podcast today, I literally walked in and was like, I didn't write an episode because the only thing I want to talk about is 2 episodes.
We don't have time for this just yet. There's a time and a place. There's a whole midsection of this episode.
I'm just saying it was a good set.
Taylor Talk that can be hosted by Tori. That could be a whole thing. We can devote a whole 5 minutes to the pod. But I feel like I need to put a time limit on it because there's always plenty to talk about with her. Because I feel like that's all anyone
she's a queen
talks about. So I'm fine. I'm good. Just in case you're wondering, everything's been the same here.
You said that.
And so it is Monday. We do horoscopes on Monday. I've actually left horoscopes out of my life because you haven't been around.
I'm sorry.
Weirdly.
Wait, can we go back for just 1 second?
Yes.
We're going to keep recording now because I accidentally took 3 weeks off. So we're just going to keep going up to Christmas.
Okay.
So that's clear for everybody.
Gotcha.
I'm figuring it out.
I'm here all the time. So
I know you. I'm trying to like commit to you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm hoping that will like take the sting off a little bit if I'm like, but I'm here.
Right.
December.
I don't like situationships. I like relationships. I would like this.
I swear we're in a really good one.
We totally are.
I just needed a break. It was
that's
a break.
Fine. Yeah.
It was a break.
That's all. That's all. Now, horoscopes for the week. Let's get into it and see kind of how our week is going to land for us. Aries, you can make money if you work on personal investments. Your lucky day of the week is Saturday. Taurus, you're going to go through a period of questioning. A little rest will do you wonders. Saturday, look to that for your good day. Gemini, Tuesday is going to be your great day. You got to find yourself in a changing crowd. Be discreet and don't present your ideas until you're certain that they're foolproof. Cancer, anger may get and cause you grief. Control your temper. Try and sit back and calm down. Saturday is for you. Friday for Leo, try not to tempt yourself to do something unless you're fully intent on following through with the plans. Communicate with your loved ones a little bit better than you normally do. Virgo, loss or theft may occur if you're careless with your belongings.
Damn.
I know. I already yelled at Cliff. I was like, I haven't looked at these in weeks, but this is saying you're going to lose some stuff. And when you lose stuff, I lose stuff. So
your stuff is my stuff. We can't lose stuff.
We can't lose stuff right now. Wednesday is the day for you. Libra, travel for business purposes may bring around the highest returns. Saturday is your day. Scorpio, take a different approach and make an offer they just can't refuse. Friday for you. Sagittarius, your emotional state will vacillate. Uncertainties are prevailing. Sunday is your day. Capricorn, adventure will result in added knowledge. Your involvement in an organization and events could open doors of new and exciting opportunities.
That just feels like common sense.
Bring on the opportunities, even though I'm pretty full on opportunities, but maybe something cool might happen.
Something cooler than your regular
We're
life?
Evolving right here.
But I feel like everything's a cool event for you.
It is. We're getting bigger, and forced growth has been painful for me.
Do we have a company party I can crash?
We do.
Okay.
I told you the company party back in September.
I know, but it's now.
It's still happening on that same day. Nothing has changed.
I wrote it down, right?
I hope so.
I just want to show up like the star I am. That's all.
You absolutely can.
Okay, that's all.
You can beam in, beam out.
I just want to start planning my outfit.
Let me know if you need a room. We can manage all of this.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, perfect. Aquarius, children might be difficult to deal with. Don't get involved in uncertain financial ventures. Tuesday is the day for you. And Pisces, your diplomatic nature will help you straightening out unsavory situations.
Is that because you're still mad at me?
Also says that depression may be likely if you're away from home.
Well, yeah, that's why I said I'm not doing this shit anymore.
I'm not doing it. Thursday's your day.
Thursday? That's not a bad day.
Thursday, you're going to have a great day. That is your day of the week.
Okay, I love it.
Horoscopes for your week. How is your week going to feather out? I don't know. It is Pursuit of Happiness week.
Oh, cute.
I know. So I feel like I'm going through our trivia. That's Cliff and I always work on our trivia questions and together, and it's all going to be involving pursuit of happiness, which I feel like we all are focused on all of the time. And I don't think that we really set our brains on it very much.
Isn't our logo like
a lemonade?
Yeah.
Little Lemmy. Happy.
Yes.
Happy times.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Right?
These flowers are making me really happy. Where do they come from?
They came from Enchanted Florist in Centerville.
Shout out to them. Those roses are stunning.
Kelly Washburn is probably the nicest human being. Like, you embody like an ethereal human.
Ooh.
She's just like kind of like
flowery.
a little magic angel. And she was on the show with me Thursday, and she just was here talking about how people giving gifts and how she has to deal with bereavement things. And she's like crying, but just I'm like smiling because she just brings so much joy.
That kind of beautiful human.
Really, like, it's nice to know that we've got locals on the Cape that are really just this kind, and they mean it.
Well, and her arrangement is
and she's pretty magical with that. So
yeah, just beautiful.
Need a centerpiece for Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I could contribute that.
Yeah, right.
I'm usually not a good contributor to Thanksgiving things.
We're having such a pared down Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's nice.
It's just our core 4 that are in the house right now. My daughter moved out on Monday.
Wow. Are you like sad, or are you like, get out?
I'm really looking forward to missing her.
Yeah. Where did she go?
California.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's not close.
Oh, no.
Did she, what is she doing? Living?
Yeah, she got a job out there. She got a job offer in September. So that starts November 20th. Same day as Cody's birthday. We've got a big 15th birthday coming up. I know. And he wants to go to Maine. I don't know what my 2 children's obsession is with Maine right now. It. But
what part of Maine do they want to go?
So he likes the Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Amesbury, Ogunquit area. That triangle. Yeah. That whole, just because there's so much to do.
Yeah.
And so he wants to go shopping. He's got like a couple of other places he likes. So he really enjoys that area.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So we're going to spend the weekend there this weekend, which I'm excited for.
How good on you to like have a kid that's like, I want to go to a place. I want to go experience things. I like this area. And to have that kind of mentality and education as opposed to being like, I want these cool latest new sneakers.
Oh, he wants that also. That's like closest to the outlet mall where he has, footwear and clothing.
Kittery.
Oh, yes. So that's going to be half of the cost of.
I've worked at that J. Crew before.
Just getting there so I can find shoes for him. But honestly, like finding size 15 anythings, shoes, socks, it's just not easy. I can't just like go to the regular store.
Yeah.
And I'd like to not give Amazon
Speaking
my
of which,
business.
I just spent a ton of money for talking about shoes, and I'm admitting it because I'm feeling guilty about it. But I'm trying not to feel guilty about it because like I'm a hardworking woman and
That's
I
right.
wanted them, but I bought Uggs.
Yeah.
Which is kind of I don't really know what happened. Suddenly I'm like buying all the things I used to buy in high school.
Comfort, warmth, and it all comes back.
While seeing somebody that I used to go to high school with. Like I just like kind of revert. We just like turned 30 and reverted back.
Well, this is like the homecoming time, right?
It is a little bit.
Yeah. Thanksgiving is when we're going to be having all of the high school people that we.
Oh my God. That reminds me. Go underground and don't go out for those 10 days.
It's like the high school game that everybody comes back to.
That Wednesday night, that's the night before Thanksgiving. It's like
that's a bleep show.
Everybody goes out and there's the same bar. You'll find like it's a full high school reunion. Okay.
This is not just a Cape Cod phenomenon,
no,
right?
This is
a world
it's an everywhere thing.
At least it's stateswide.
I'm sure the Cape in itself is an exaggerated version.
Mm.
Like I can name you the bars. Like if you're over the age of 26, you go to this bar. If you're under the age of 25, you go to this bar. If you went to DY. Anyway, actually not the point of this conversation. Uggs. So I bought Uggs. Bought the kid size because my feet are so little.
Well, good for you. Is it cheaper?
It's a little bit cheaper, but I have the same problem. They don't make like the ones I wanted. They didn't make in a women's size small enough. So I had to go to the kid size.
Oh. Well, I'm in the
Sneakers
drag queen size. Mine are the opposite. I go the other way.
I'm just saying I can feel Cody's
We're in
pain.
dude shoes.
You go walk into shoe stores and I'm like, these are cute. Oh, they literally don't make anything smaller than a 7. Cool.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah. I could probably ski without anything. I just wear my shoes.
It hurt.
I'll head down that mountain. Let's go do it.
We're coming up on ski season. Oh, we're so distracted today.
We are. But I mean, like, this is the time of year why we usually take that time off is because we are like, squirrel, this is fun. This is fun. What's that? Let's go to this party.
Yep.
And I'm so extremely scheduled from now until like mid-December. And then I've made a point of not taking much for the last couple of weeks of the year just because I need to chill.
Well, we can talk about that if you want to.
Yeah.
If we want to pause or do.
No, I'll be here.
We can do fun episodes that week.
That's what I'm saying. We'll have a good time like we did last year.
We can take a break from talking about Taylor Swift that week. Okay?
That would be great. Just one Taylor Swift week, like my birthday week. Can we have that week where it's just a minimal? It's going to always creep into our episodes. It's going to happen.
Are you adding the Kardashians with that too, or just Taylor Swift?
I've had a Kardashian-free few weeks in my life.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
They've actually been pretty quiet on the.
Well, other than the birthing of that new baby and then the Tristan Thompson stuff. And I see it and I just ignored it. I moved on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm caught all up in the episodes, but it's kind of low key right now.
All right. So let's get into what's roasting. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Fabulous.
I'm going to start it off with just talking about a couple of the things before we get into your Taylor Swift report. I feel like that is just good because I wanted to talk about the fact that Gordon Ramsay and his wife they just had another baby.
I didn't know Gordon Ramsay was married. That makes sense to me. I didn't know he had children. Oh, yes, I did. Actually, yes, I did because he's gone viral with one of his kids before who's made fun of him. They're older.
Yeah.
But she was older. I don't know why it occurred to me that like they might still be having children. And I feel like 6 is a lot. Well, are you overpopulating the planet? Or are you friends with Elon Musk? I have questions.
I don't have an issue per se. I mean, they have money. They can take care of their children. They're really, really good moms and dads.
That's true.
It's not about their parenting situation. Why do you want another baby? He's almost 60. His wife is 50. They got together because he worked in her dad's restaurants. Like they've been together forever. They're like really truly a love story.
Cute. Love
which
that.
is super cute.
I'm just imagining like my dad, we celebrated his mid 60th. If I say it on air, he'll kill me. Mid 60th.
I like that. Sure.
And I cannot imagine him with a baby.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, do you why not
so
wait for the
happy.
grandkids? Like wait for the grandkids. I know I love babies and I love kids, but I have no interest in starting this whole process again.
The raising.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna say.
And given the state of the world, I just don't know if I would want to grow a human in this current climate of crazy.
Speaking of which, I have a new nephew coming.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Welcome to the world.
We're super excited. Soon. February.
How soon?
February.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're pumped.
Were we surprised?
No. No, I mean, how can you be that surprised by those kinds of things? No.
No, I mean, well, you're the youngest, so it's not
Yeah.
really a surprise there.
Yeah. Yeah, Palmer's having a baby. Palmer and Rachel. Well,
Yay!
let me
That's
correct.
their
Palmer's
first
not
though,
having a baby.
right?
Yes. Yes, and
Yay!
we're really excited that it's a boy because it'll be the first, like, Egan grandbaby, which we're
Mm.
pumped about. And it also makes Christmas so easy.
Yeah.
I figured so far my number one idea is to get different onesies for all the different ages that just says Roro is the best. So we just grow into the next one. So I
It's
think we'll start
perfect.
there. And then
She's got a theme. I'm not surprised by this fashion choice, not at all. But I was surprised.
But that's a grandbaby for Grampy,
Yeah.
not like he was just jumping off boats with me in dive gear. I can't imagine him like holding a child. Like different places in different people, but
Speaking of Grampy, I saw that Joey Fatone is getting work done.
I think this is so interesting. I just had a conversation with somebody else about this kind of stuff, like the work that we accept a guy to get done versus like what we don't. Like, is it weird to me that I think any work on a guy is weird?
Yes. No, it's not weird to you. I also agree with you.
But I also am like, it's your body, do what you want.
Right. You have the money. I know you're going on tour. I know you're going to feel a little uncomfortable in a situation where you're on stage with all the other guys that are on stage and you're, losing your hair and you're having some body things that bother you. Go ahead and fix it. No issue there.
Here's where I'm at. The fat removal part, cool, do your thing. Like if that's what makes you happy and that's what you feel like you need, go for it. But the hair plugs, like, isn't it a little obvious?
Mm.
That's when it makes it.
Well, that technology is getting a lot better, so
Is
it's going to be less noticeable than that. And I kind of understand the fat removal. If you got man boobies and you're bouncing around stage, I mean, they're dancing.
Well, that's my point. Is like,
so it's like it will stick out like a sore thumb if you're up there like jiggling in certain areas.
And that, like I said, that's why I understand that if that's what makes you feel comfortable, cool.
I just thought it was really funny that he opened up and was like, "Here, this is what I'm going to be doing, and I don't want anyone to shame people."
Does he think he's making waves by putting this out there?
I think he thinks that.
That's cute.
Yeah. Because the rest of us are like, okay, Joey, your name literally says fat one. Like, I get it.
I know. I mean,
he embraces this always.
I support. Do whatever you want to do that makes you feel confident. But like, if I don't know if your body embrace it.
Like, I just wouldn't go and talk to People Magazine about that. That's all. That's just me.
I think it depends on the kind of. I'll say this. I think it depends on the kind of hair plugs you're getting. Like, if you've been balding for majority of your life, or a portion of your life, and everybody around you knows that you're balding, and you're an internet star, and everybody knows that you're balding, and then suddenly you're not balding anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what's worse? Do you like just address it and you're like, I got work done, I'm really excited about it, or do you just like let people talk about it?
Or you're going to People Magazine, so they pay you the money so you can get these procedures, then I 100% allow this.
Brilliant. I'm in it.
If you're going to get that taken care of and People Magazine is paying you for the privilege, I say yes to that, Joey. Get her done. Also, what is going on?
Do you think they would pay for a no job for me?
No, leave your body alone. You're at this point of your life, leave it alone. You're going to be like Jennifer Grey in Dirty Dancing, where everyone was like, who is that? Oh, yeah, it's Jennifer Grey.
I know, and it's a little too late. If I was going to get a nose job, I should have gotten it like 22.
Yeah, right? You get it done when you're young, and then that's your face for the rest of your life. Now no one will recognize you, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
I was like, this is like, I'm getting like,
you're like, I am doing this.
Great. It means I can go to the grocery store without somebody recognizing me from
That's never going to happen. No, then it's just going to be worse. How do I know you? I definitely know you.
This damn town.
That conversation just will last longer. That's not really what you want.
Did you have work done?
Something about you looks different. Oh, God. I got a nose job. Leave me alone. Get out of my face.
Okay, so that it's too late for me.
Well, speaking of a person who changes their looks all of the time, we got Doja Cat.
Remember when she wore the prosthetics to the mat? Sorry. When you said changes her look, all I kept thinking of was
all of the time. And she's not afraid to like really go crazy with it. Like shave her head, change body parts, do what she does.
Sure. The prosthetics were a lot, but sure. I mean, I get it.
What I don't like about her behavior lately is she seems to be in like a really grouchy mood. I don't know what her deal is. I don't know what's happening, but she seems to be snapping at her fans a lot.
Oh, yes.
And taunting her fans. Like, I don't need you. Like, that bothers me.
Actually, you do.
Right?
Like, actually, you do need your fans. Because they're the ones that are making you money.
This is 50 years of hip hop this year, and Lauryn Hill and the Fugees are going back on tour, and that's kind of what ended their quiet, like that kind of ended them as attacking your fans and saying, "I don't want you as fans," or "I don't want this." And by all
That
means,
is so like makes no sense from a business perspective. Why are you
that's what I'm
shunning the
saying.
people that are paying you?
Right.
Like, you need those streams, you need those viewers, you need those followers to have any equity in your life.
By all means, do whatever it is you want to do with your career and your artistry. No one's saying otherwise. I just don't know why you would bite the hand that feeds you. That's just me. That's purely from a business standpoint. Don't be nasty.
My fans are dumb.
Right.
Are they dumb because they're following you? Like, what makes them I don't know. That's bad.
I have just a lot of curiosity. And before we get into the Taylor corner of this, Adam Driver also getting testy during a Q&A session for his upcoming film, delivering an F-bomb to someone in the audience for asking a question he found annoying.
What is wrong with people right now? Like, do you think there is this age currently of celebrities kind of trying to take more power and trying to show off this ego that we think that they've probably shielded the public from for a long time? Like, I think all these celebrities probably have these exteriors that are like, fuck you, fuck the world. And that's how they got to where they are.
Right.
Right? They have to have that kind of shell. I think there's a difference now. Suddenly we're seeing them outwardly like that, as opposed to like being like it on the inside to survive, and the outward being kind and gracious and open, because that's how you have to be to get the fans.
Well, is that where we're at right now? Is it the cost? Is it the toll from being...
No, I think we're in a world where people are becoming more and more accepting, and you're judged less and less, so they're taking more risks on being their actual selves out in public. That's what I think it is.
I don't want to support somebody that's a jerk, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's so much money rolling around, and there's so many, like, they're in a world where, like, the fans are in a recycle. Like, you don't have to go out to create an audience by being on tour, and you only have those 2 hours.
Right.
Like, you can say something on Instagram and say something else on Instagram, and you're going to gain followers and lose followers and gain followers again. And behind, it's like this infinite, roll towards them, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I think they can be like, if it's not you, there's somebody else behind you. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just not going to support rude people.
No, I 1000% agree, but I think we're going to see celebrities be a little bit more of this.
And they're like, okay, next.
I think the toxicity of celebrities has been easily hidden by media and by marketing. And I think that's how the brands have survived and been built. And I think that we're going to see these brands change a little bit, putting their egos ahead of their marketing.
I'm curious to see that evolution.
Yeah.
Speaking of the person who's constantly evolving, even Taylor got a little testy with fans, but I have never once gone to a concert where I felt the need or compelled to throw things at people.
This has got to stop. I think if you're getting thrown something on stage as a performer, you have every right to get testy. Sorry, that's different.
Where she was, I guess they were giving gifts, but it got excessive to the point where she had to stop the show.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't see that.
We can't throw things anymore.
Where did you see that?
She altered her Karma lyrics to shout out Travis Kelce.
Oh, that was what I want to talk about.
We'll get there. But in the latest performance to chastise audience members for throwing crap on stage during the show, her warning was sweetly laced, but she was doing her show Sunday night, last night in Buenos Aires, and she had to stop singing after fans continued to throw things at her.
That's crazy.
So stop throwing things on stage.
Yeah.
Even Taylor is affected.
The queen.
I know. All right. So now we're lacing lyrics.
Oh my God. Yes.
I did laugh when the photo of her and Travis Kelce were walking around. It's Taylor walking around with her latest album.
Yeah. The memes have been so good. I really have. But I think what's great is that, like, this relationship is so public and we're able to see it. And I think it just is an indicator of how happy she is in the relationship, that she's able to be as public and as forefront about it. I think we haven't really seen this from her, as like open and willing to share the ins and outs. She bought a house.
What's going to happen after football season's over?
I think he's going to follow her. I think he's already using his bye week to follow her to Argentina. Like, I think we're going to get a red carpet situation. I think we're going to see this dive in. Parents are on board. I think he's going to I think he's kind of like this, I'll go where you go kind of guy. And she's giving him the opportunity to do that. But yes,
know.
I'm living
too funny
for this content that they're putting out. I mean, there's videos of it, the way she runs off the stage in Argentina and into this man's arms and throws her arms around him to give him a big kiss before they walk off. I'm just okay. The reality is I'm jealous.
Well, that's it. When you've got
oh my God, yeah.
relationship that you're not allowed to define.
Yeah. So there is a little bit of that. Like maybe it's because I'm in this new relationship and it just does not have this energy.
Does anything have that energy? I don't think the universe has this energy.
Can I go to my guy and be like, I need you to be a little more Travis Kelce-esque? Like I am clearly the Taylor Swift in your life. So get on board.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna land either.
I'm having fights with my husband about boxes in our bedroom and suffocating me. So it's just a little bit different. This girl has been here 7 minutes and she's breaking shit.
And we're back.
Okay, so she just needed a moment to rip the microphone off the desk
because
she wants a love like this.
I do. But she did change I'm afraid to touch this now. I was gonna move it a little
No, you're fine. You're allowed
closer to me. And I'm like, no, that's what happened. I tried to move it closer to me and then the whole thing slid off the side. Yeah. I'm just not gonna touch it. Okay, anyway. She changed the lyrics to her song in the concert. So Karma is her like closeout number.
Yep.
It's the end of the show. This is obviously right before she then ran into his arms. But
it's a lot.
I think it's so great. And I like the fact that it was unplanned. She didn't tell anybody about it. Even her dancers, and you go back and look at the videos, the faces of her dancers are like, I can't believe you just said that. So one of the last lines of the song is, Karma is the guy on the screen coming straight home to me. So she's standing there between all of her dancers in her sparkly outfit. And she said, Karma is the guy on the Chiefs. And obviously everybody erupted. My favorite videos are the ones of Travis and his reaction to it, because he was not expecting it. There's no way that was like a planned conversation. And he's standing right next to her dad. And her dad had no idea either. So both of them were like, and even her dad is like, let's go, and like clapping him on the back and the whole thing. God. And he's standing there and he's like, oh my God. And then he starts dancing. And like, it's really cute to see this minute from them and minute from her. And I love the content that they're giving. And yeah, I'm just jealous. Leave me alone.
It's totally fine. You're allowed to. It is like the iconic American love story there.
Yeah,
and since that was her first hit, I think it's just really, really cute.
And he's so cute. Fine. I will say this too, like I'm probably a little bit jealous because also he's like so my type.
I just don't like the mustache.
He's so my type.
Can we get over the mustache? I know it's Movember.
The mustache is bothering me less now that the rest of it is grown out.
Well, yeah.
And like the bulky body type and like the little bit of an like super kind and down to earth, but like a little bit of an ego.
That's
like
type.
That's totally it's just my type to a T. And that's why I'm jealous that it's her. I'm jealous that I didn't get to meet him. I'm jealous that I'm not getting that kind of same energy.
Well, then I think a lot's happened here on our first show back. Wanted to get into our nominations for Grammys, but we just don't have time.
Oh,
we really don't. We should push it to Wednesday.
We're gonna push it to Wednesday. Yeah, because they also kind of come along with like the CMA results too. There's kind of some overlap there. Conversation that I want to.
All right, so we'll talk. It's award show season. It's going to be starting, and it's nauseating. And
when are the Oscars? What movies do I have to watch?
Oh, we got time for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you got plenty of time for
January?
that. Yeah, well, this is like 2024 stuff. Okay. But like this is the start of it. It's like been a full year, and now it all begins.
Well, isn't that exciting?
Who was snubbed? Who was honored? It's all going to be on Wednesday. We'll have a little bit of weird news for you, and then we'll get back into the swing of things and try and get on a regular schedule.
Yeah, I have to go and
when the First Shot morning show is in the morning, we'll work on it. Hey, we got her back. This is baby steps.
I had like one morning off to sleep.
Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm here still working anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me what time you get here.
Fine, I'll be back Wednesday morning early. Don't you worry.
Get perky with us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The First Shot Morning Show, guys. I'm back. I'll see you Wednesday. Let's go.
The First Shot Morning Show is produced by Lemonadio. When life gives you lemons, make radio. We encourage everyone to listen happier.com.